Hello, are you among the people who get confused when to use few, a few, little, and a little in a sentence? If you are among such people, then here's a simplified way of knowing when to use them in a sentence. I'd recommend that you watch the whole of this video in order to understand better. Now, let's begin. I have two pairs of sentences here. The first pair involves the use of little and a little, and the second pair involves the use of few and a few. We are going to see how to use little and a little and how to use few and a few in the next slide. Now, the first pair of sentence is there is little t left. There is a little t left. And then the second pair involves I have few mangoes left. I have a few mangoes left. I bet you are wondering how to use these two or what's the difference between the two pairs of sentences. We are going to see in a few minutes the difference between the two pairs of sentences. Let's start with little versus a little. Little is used negatively with uncountable nouns to show that the quantity involved is small, negligible, or not enough. For example, there is little tea left. That means there is hardly any tea left. There is a negative tone when we use the word little. It means there is a bit of or hardly any amount, or in other words, almost nothing is left. I have another example of a sentence. There is little hope that Dad will come home today. Now, what does it mean? It means there is hardly any hope that Dad will come home today. You should note that there is a negative tone when we use the word little. The second one is a little. A little is used positively with uncountable nouns to show that the quantity involved, though small, is available. For example, there is a little tea left. That means there is some tea left, even though it is small. You should also note in this case that a little is used positively. Now, if you use the other sentence as an example, there is a little hope that Dad will come home today, then it means there is some chance that he might come home today. So a little is used positively. That means there is some positive tone into its usage, and then little is used negatively. There is some negative tone with its usage. Now let's move to the next slide and see what it has for us. Here we have few versus a few. Just like little and a little, few is used negatively with countable nouns to show that the quantity involved is small or inadequate. In this case also, few is used. There is some negative tone in its usage. So it means there is hardly any mango left. Also, if I say I have few friends, it simply means I hardly have any friends. Now, the second one, a few, is used positively with countable nouns to show that the quantity involved is available. Example, I have a few mangoes left. That means that I have some mangoes left. Another example, I have a few friends. That means I have some few friends. Now, you should note that few and a few are used with countable nouns, while little and a little are used with uncountable nouns. Okay, our next slide is, you should note that few and little have comparative and superlative forms. For example, few can be used in the comparative form as fewer and in the superlative form as fewest. Little can also be used in its comparative form as less and in its superlative form as least. So these two can also be used with too and very. For example, I have the tea that is left is too little. So you can use few and little with too and very. Very few people work on night shift. You should also know that a few and a little do not have comparative and superlative forms, and that means they cannot be preceded by too or very. Now, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel, share this video with as many people as possible, and do not forget to share, like the video, share the video, and remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed.